My mic is muted. I always seem to forget that my mic is muted, so let me know how the sound is here, and let me know if I'm too quiet or not. I need to keep my voice down a little bit because Loki is sleeping right now for a nap, so I don't want to be too loud, but I'll bring my mic a little bit closer. If you guys can hear me fine, let me know, and before we get started here today. But I hope everyone's having a great Saturday and enjoying their weekend so far, wherever you are in the world, of course. So we're going to get started with some blitzing, because I do need to do some blitzing for Ghost, because I think I'm a little bit behind. He's doing well, he's doing better, but he's still a puppy, of course, so things are tough for us, but he's getting better day by day, I think. So currently he's been down for a nap for about an hour, so he might be up in a little while. But we're going to start doing some blitz here while people kind of show up for the stream. So I'm assuming my voice is okay, the sound's okay, otherwise I can adjust it. So let me know if I'm too quiet. I'm going to do a suicide attack here. I need to drop myself to tier 8 so I can actually do some wins on some of my other teams. I find some of the teams just really can't even win at 8.3, which is sad, but only like my top 15 teams can really win in Blitz at 8.3. Well, maybe he'll have an appearance on the stream later when he gets up, but I don't want to force him up. We never wake a puppy up from his nap. Oh, I need to speed this up. 3 times? Oh, we didn't get it. So I'm at 7 million. Well, what's my score? 7 million? I need to get, I think it was estimated 12 million for the 55 shards. And that's my goal, I think, for here. Not today, of course, but over the Blitz, I'm looking for about 12 million, I think. So we're going to start with the Pimtech team. Now, I can't seem to really win with them too much, actually, at 8.3. Actually, we'll do them, we'll just start from the beginning. So we'll do, this is my beginning. So Merc's Taskmaster here. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing on their stature, by the way? Stature event ends today, so I hope that you guys have got the shards that you've been looking for out of this event. If you plan on using her or not, who knows? But, you know, hopefully you had some decent luck for the orbs that you pulled for it. DD4 Node 1. Were you expected to do DD4 Node 1? Is that how far you are? Are you level 80? Let's talk about Uncanny Tag. Deadpool. Why? I don't see that happening. Why would Deadpool be on a new team when X-Force literally just came out like a handful of months ago? I don't see that happening. I'd be really surprised, because then there's no filler, unless there's X-Force filler. Because then they wouldn't break up a team that quickly. I'm talking about this Uncanny thing. I don't see Deadpool being removed from the X-Force team, or even crossing over, because then it would be 2 5-man teams using the same character, and for some reason, I don't see that as super likely, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could be wrong. Alright, so let's see if I can actually win. The difference with Sabretooth being a Marauder is that they also had Toad and Blob released when Sabretooth became a Marauder. So that was when Mystique and Sabretooth became a Marauder. Toad and Blob were released at the same time. So I mean, unless they have a replacement for them coming at the same time, an additional character for X-Force, which I don't believe any of those that are mentioned in the 6 characters are, which again, by the way, is a lot of characters. So those 6 that are supposedly coming for next patch, I have no idea what they plan on doing here or what kind of release method. That's why I'm kind of thinking that live PvP might be a thing for that. I'm kind of thinking that this Mojo thing, this Mojo Arena or whatever they called it, I forget. I'd have to bring up the blog post. But I think that might have something to do with the live PvP possibly being a character release method, maybe. Longshot and Shatterstar are X-Factor, though. They're not X-Force, so that would be different if they were replacing Deadpool or overlapping in X-Force. But X-Factor is its own team, unless they're changing passives that somehow allow them to jump between the teams, maybe. I mean, but that doesn't seem like the case reading their kit. So I'll take what you said into consideration, but well, I need confirmation, official confirmation on that. Stature to 4-star. Well, I'm not sure if I'll squeeze out 5-star. I think I'll be just short of it. But if it turns out that Pimp Tech is required for a legendary event, at least I'll be within 1 offer. So if I really have to, you know, for a legendary, then I'll do it. I should get Ghost to 5-star after this Blitz. So I'll have Ghost at 5-star, Stature at almost 5-star, and Yellowjacket, I don't know, so that might be the problem there. I don't know how... I might go hard on Yellowjacket, not because I really want him, but because I'm scared that if I don't, what happens if Pimp Tech is actually a legendary requirement, and then I didn't go for it. So normally I'm just kind of cautious and just kind of blitz well for most of them, just in case. No one can do DD4 Node 1. 5 people have already cleared. Dark Dimension 4 Node 1. Where have you been? You can check it out yourself. I mean, not a lot of people, of course, but 5 people so far. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if you really think that that's going to happen, they're not. It's not going to be next patch. I'll tell you that, because they've already confirmed basically who's coming next patch, unless that list was wrong. Because you just mentioned 2 other new characters that weren't really supposed to be coming next patch. So we'll have to find out, I guess. There should be a pretty big blog post, I suspect, next Friday. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think patch 4.6 should be around the corner, probably December 8, 9, that kind of period. So if that's the case, next Friday might be a big blog post and sort of the last one before the next patch, possibly. But we'll have to wait and see and find out. And that's kind of the thing. I say that a lot, you know, wait and see. But really, that's half the case, I think. You know, rumors are rumors, right? So until there's official confirmation about characters, I don't really believe too much in rumors. You know, like, sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they get pushed back. So until I hear it officially from Scopely, you know, that's where I wait to that it's official. Hey Lord Raiden, how's it going? How's your Saturday? And Jerk, welcome everyone else to the live stream today, and hope everyone's having a great weekend. So we're just getting... Am I gonna lose this? Nope. Okay, we're just doing some blitz here at the start. I do need to go through this really quick to get some more points for my Ghost score for blitz today. I need a little bit more to get my 24 hours worth. Not all of my teams can win though, and that's the problem. Yeah, you're right. We only know 2 characters for sure, but there was data. I thought there was a data mine or something, some sort of a. I guess it wasn't an official confirmation. Was it a? It was a Tana leak, wasn't it? That suggested that it was Iceman, Kitty Pryde, and who were the other 2 again? Red Guardian and Yelena Belova with the 6 for next patch. But again, that wasn't official confirmation either. You're right. The only real one was Shatterstar and Longshot, so the rest weren't actually officially confirmed either. So I'll say what I said before. We'll wait and see. Maybe next blog post next Friday. Am I gonna win this? Ugh. Oh god. Iron Man's getting wrecked. Come on, power armor. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Oh wait, that defense up didn't land. Oh god. Ooh. We're still gonna get this? I hope. Oh my god. Black Panther. Black Panther. It's gonna wreck us. MSF is kind of penalizing when they release Heroes and Blitz. It's not very new player friendly. You're right. It's not, unless you're in the new player Blitz, which is the first 30 days, because apparently it's a lot easier to do then. I think I might lose this. Oh my god. Back out. That was embarrassing. Either way, it seems like we are going to be getting a lot of mutant characters next patch, so I would recommend you guys to start saving your purple gear for mutants now. That way you won't have any problems later on. So that's a good plan, I think. Anyways, 4-star stature from the event. I'm at 4-star currently. We do have some stature orbs to open actually after I go through some blitz, and I don't know if I'm gonna seed theory it or not. I have like 5 or 6 orbs. Those are my final orbs, I think, to open for the event, and I want to hope that I can get closer to 5-star. I'm very close, like less than 40 shards, I think, less than 30 maybe. Top 25% on Ghost Blitz. I do have the Blitz predictions in my Discord channel. Let me check to see what it says. So top 25%, it says around 2 million is the average. So if you think you're somewhere around 2 million, I always go a little bit more just in case, and I think a lot of people do that. So if you are anywhere close to that, you should be okay. I normally go about 10% higher than the estimate, just in case, if I can do that. So I'm looking at about, for me, about 12 million, so I'm going to try and get to about 13 million or something by the end of it. So Mojo World, yeah, I'm expecting Mojo World to be a huge live PvP thing, so that's why we're going to do some restricted PvP that's available in the events after, because I want to kind of, you know, get a head start on this. If you guys have been following me for a while, I have done a lot of PvP, live PvP kind of stuff in the past, but I think that with the Mojo thing coming, we're going to have to do it a little bit more. So we're going to practice together and see how bad it is. This new restricted PvP, if you guys haven't done it, is basically live PvP without legendary characters. So that's kind of interesting, but it's basically no Phoenix, no Ebony Maw, and some of the other... It's usually those two. I think those are the two main ones that people pick. So it's not super restricted for late game players, I guess. But they're giving out blue gear in the offer, but no purple gear. Mutant gear takeover. Well, you know, I've been saving everything. Normally just before patches anyways, I tend to save gear, so I have it available for the new characters. So it appears there's a good chance that there's going to be a majority mutant cast for next patch. So why isn't this battle over yet? Their hand. I wonder when Hand's gonna get their rework. Anyone have any like huge 6-7 red star Hand characters that they want to make use of? I don't know if I do, actually. I'm not sure how my hand is looking right now. One day they'll get their day. Must be pretty soon too, because Hand's really the only other team that hasn't been reworked next to Ravagers, which is probably unlikely to happen until the very end. And I have no idea what the heck they would even do for that. How's everyone else's Ghost Blitzing going? Is anyone else aiming for 3 or 4 star or any of the bigger numbers? Has anyone tried Ghost out in Dark Dimension 3 after seeing other people do them? My supernaturals ready for Blade? Well, Blade, if the legendary is going to be Blade, it's not going to be next patch, unless we're missing something. But I personally hope Blade isn't the legendary, but I do want Blade to come to the game. I just think that it'll be another case of like Shuri, who is legendary, and everyone's like, why? It seems like I think Blade is a really cool character. I just don't know if he deserves to be a legendary or not. I am, however, saving a lot of Mystic gear, just in the event that there is a new Mystic character coming to the game. I actually hope that with new legendary characters that they consider using dual gear tags like they did for Dr. Doom. You know, like, there might be interesting combination of characters who maybe deserve to have both. Also, I thought that given that Blade is a vampire, that he would actually be bio, and not a Mystic character. I might lose this. Defenders suck. Defenders really suck. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't have chose a combination of Captain America. Oh my god, this is terrible. I remember when Defenders were good. Now they can't. They can barely beat things now. Maybe my Doc Ock can beat something. My supernaturals actually aren't doing too bad though. I think I'm sitting at like 280. I could use some more gear into some of them, but I will probably do so if they add some new characters in. I think the assumption was that Scarlet Witch is going to be taken out of supernaturals, but next legendary is Professor X or Lobo. Lobo? Talking about DC Lobo? Is there a Marvel Lobo? I honestly, I mean, I guess Pimtech, but the problem with Pimtech being good in Dark Dimension is that you need to invest into so many tech, 4 of them are tech characters. It's almost like investing into symbiotes, but worse, because symbiotes are actually good elsewhere. They're good in Raised and Dark Dimension and other places, whereas Pimtech are not. So I'm not willing to invest into all these Pimtech characters who are pretty garbo elsewhere. I like investing in characters that have a more wide-ranging benefit, you know, characters that I can use in other game modes. I don't really see that in Pimtech. And I'm not really willing to invest into 4 full tech characters in terms of orange gear when there's other characters that are also tech that I want to gear, like Dr. Octopus, Minerva, Shuri possibly as well. You know, who I can't afford that many tech characters for one section of Dark Dimension. 3 or 4. I mean, not 3 for me, but 4 would be 4 for me. I will do Ghost, but I can't justify Ant-Man or Wasp or anything like that, and you know, I'm willing to be proven wrong, but you know, I'm still gonna probably go with the possibly the Marauders combo, Emma Frost, Sinister, Ghost, maybe Baron Zemo possibly, because I already have him at 14, so it wouldn't take a whole lot more to take him to 15 probably. But yeah, I thought about stature, but I don't know. Mutant Bounty Hunter. He hangs out on Mojo World. I don't know who that is. I don't know a lot of Mojo-verse characters. I know Spiral. Isn't Spiral's like Mojo's bodyguard? But I don't... And I think she had a thing with Longshot as well. But I don't really remember too much about that. Specifically, I didn't read or watch any comics. Read comics. Just from what I remember from the 90s X-Men cartoon, I think. Well, frankly, you know, if Pimtech, you know, if you said they're good in Blitz 8.3, but, you know, again, it's Blitz. Any team can be good in Blitz. So I don't want to invest big into a set of characters just for Blitz. I can do that with anyone for points. It doesn't have to be them, you know, so that's not a good enough reason for me to invest in the whole team at that point. I do like Ghost, of course. Ghost is, I think, the MVP of the patch, and she's the most obvious one that can be used regardless of the rest of the team, you know? That you can just drag and drop her into Dark Dimension and she'll still be good. It's just that for a lot of these passives, it's like, you know, have 3 Pimp Tech or 4 Pimp Tech characters, and I don't like that. If it was more standalone where I could use them 1 or 2 people, you know, that would help. But the fact that I'd have to gear the entire team, more or less, you know, 3 or 4 of them, that's a lot of characters to invest in for a single tag. Yeah, and that's going to be part of my tier list, Gatso, is that, you know, I'm going to be making an honorable mention for Yellowjacket, because I think that with those villain tech, the things that are on there, I think there is the possibility, alongside Ultron and other characters, that there might be some space to create some sort of a villain tech more in the future. I don't think there's enough there right now to make a good villain tech team, but I think that there's promise, I guess, that maybe in the future with some more tech characters, more villain tech character releases, that there might be that available in the future. I don't know who Luke Connerton is, Mohammed, so I can't comment on that at all. I don't hate the Pimp Tech, I just don't think they're overly that useful, that's all. I think there are better characters out there worth your resources. Aside from Ghost, who will be, you know, quite valid for you running through Dark Dimension 3 and beyond. I don't think you really need Ghost for Dark Dimension 2, but if you want to do it, I mean, that can help too. Because she does have the 15% drain, of course. Man Thing. Who's Man Thing? There's all these names that, like, I'm not, I don't know enough about all these, like, random characters. Sometimes I wonder, you know, when they have these names in Marvel, you know, did they take any of these from DC, or what did they, you know, how old are these characters when they thought about this? Because, you know, over the years, you know, Marvel has changed the names of characters, like Luke Cage was previously like Power Man or something, and appearances have changed on characters as well. So when I hear Man Thing, I'm like, wow, that must have been like a 70s, 60s name that they came up with. They're usually a lot better with creating character names now. Are we gonna beat this? I don't know if it's just me, but like, I always hate fighting big Hulks. How big is this Hulk? Level 80. Look at that, 425,000 health. I kind of forgot you could do this. You can actually go into the View Teams menu. You can see the stats of characters. That's pretty funny. That explains why I don't know Man Thing, probably because he's so old and he has such a ridiculous name. Ooh, are we gonna win this? There we go. Okay, we need to get this Hulk down. We're almost done, Blitz, and then we're gonna check out Alliance War. Actually, we're gonna open my stature orbs after. And then we're going to check out Alliance War. I don't know how it's going to go. We did win last one yesterday, but we did have a 2 or 3 loss streak before that, so we'll have to see how bad it looks. Marvel's 20th Century Horror Initiative. What was that? Is that like some sort of movie thing? Man Thing. That sounds like a really bad horror film. Beware of the Man Thing. Oh, what I didn't know, that's crazy. You could, yeah, so I think somebody told me a couple streams ago that you could view teams. So this is really good for confirming things like hit points as well, because I don't know if you've ever wondered like how much hit points your Thanos has, or how much hit points your character has, since you can't actually see it on the screen. But if you were actually to go into the view teams and you can click on your own, like let's say my Black Bolt, who's level 76, he's got 311k hit points, so you can actually see that here in Blitz, and you know, for characters like Rhino, who has a significant passive health boost, or Thanos, who has a crap ton of hit points in Call Obsidian, you know, you can actually go into the view teams window if you're ever curious what kind of hit points your characters have. So that's kind of cool. How long has Loki been asleep for? I always set timers for when Loki's napping now, just to see how long. He's been asleep for an hour and a half. That's pretty good. We tuckered him out outside today. Today was like the first sunny day in a while. Is Spider-Man good for Dark Dimension 4? I'll let the chat answer that one, because I think that's pretty obvious, but... I don't know if that was a serious question. No, he's not good. No, do not even Orange Gear Spider-Man. Regular Spider-Man, I hope you're talking about. Symbiote Spider-Man? Sure. Regular Spider-Man? No. Not sure if that was a real question. I can't tell. You know, maybe it's not. You know, like I don't want to say. There's no stupid questions here. Don't be afraid to ask something. You know, I'll give a genuine response to everything. If you ask a question, I will answer it. But no, he is not worth it. But he, you know, Spider-Man, regular Spider-Man was really good for a very long time. You know, he does have 2-turn defense down on his special, and it is really good. It's just kind of been outclassed nowadays, so. I do have a T13 Spider-Man, because he was my first large Red Star pull. I have regular Spider-Man at 5, but at the time when Red Stars first came out, like that was like one of my best pulls, and so I did decide to take him to tier 13 for some reason, and so that's. But I would not do that now. I think I'm at 9 million TCP. I don't know. I'll check it after this. We're almost done Blitz. I forget exactly. I think I'm in the 9 million range. Or low 9 million, maybe high 8. To be honest, I haven't checked in a little while. Not since since Ghost and Yellowjacket unlocks and things, so. I have been playing since May 2018. I think it was about two months maybe after the game was released in the global launch. I don't remember when global launch was. I think it might have been in March 2018, and I wasn't in beta or anything like that, so whereas some people, some YouTubers have been in since the beginning. Team number 5. Okay, so we have 5 teams left here. If I can find someone to win with. I'm having a hard time winning with my BKT. Or it's not even BKT, well, I guess it's BKT with Groot and Vision. I don't have Thanos in there anymore. Sometimes I struggle winning matches. One of Man-Thing's powers is to burn anyone who knows fear with a touch. Doesn't everyone know fear? Except for maybe Thanos? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just click on... Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm canceling. I thought I clicked on someone else. I did not know I clicked on Symbiote, so I guess that match is not happening this time. Doesn't everyone have fear? For the most part? So... He burns everyone? Is he like... What does he even look like? Oh, wait. This is Wave 1 Avengers. That's not happening either. Wave 1 Avengers is really hard to punch up against, actually, for some reason. Let's skip a few here. There we go. Well, speaking of Fantastic Four, I did have that video up of that huge Fantastic Four She-Hulk from Alliance War a few days ago. If anyone caught that, it was literally the biggest She-Hulk I had ever encountered at 100. I don't even know, like it was like 150k, 7 yellow, 7 red. It was crazy. So that was the highest I had ever fought ever in war. The fact that someone even got that high. But it happens. I kind of wish I could get a 7-star new character. But when I had my 7 red, I have a 7 red Squirrel Girl, which luckily we can start farming now, or I can start farming. And maybe when Young Avengers get their 5th character or whatever, then my Squirrel Girl will be kicking some ass. You know, with some big heals and some big damage. Okay, let's try and go back here, see if I can find a better team for these guys here. I should be able to beat defenders. Marvel cared more about the horror aspect rather than balanced powers, but even if you have fear, the fire... Okay, well. So, when you mean it burns anyone, like, they go on fire, or they catch fire, or what? We're talking like Ghost Rider kind of flames? Probably not. Okay, we're almost done here. Just a couple more Blitz matches, and then we're going to see if we're lucky for some stature orbs, the final stature orbs for me, I think, for this event, because it does end later today. Don't know if there's going to be anything replace. What day are we on? We're on Saturday, so probably not. That's a weird day to end an event. I don't remember if they've always ended on Saturday or not. Ghost Rider is a cosmic flame that can kill ghosts. Why do I think that you know that? Because of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Because you said kill ghosts? Because that happened in the show? I actually kind of wish he came back for more episodes, but I did like that part of the show, by the way. Alright, looks like we're doing some pretty decently on Blitz here. We're over 8 million now, so I just have 24 more well, actually there's 28 hours left, I suppose. And I hope we can get the 55 shards, because if we don't, I'm going to have to pull another orb with cores in order to get that 5-star if I only get 45. Yeah, I'm... You know, with all these new characters coming next patch, I really have to say, you know, I think it's going to be a case of, you know, I don't know if this is going to be a normal release, you know, having 6 characters or not, you know, if we're moving up from like 3 or 4 to like 5 or 6, but I think that it might start being the case where people are going to need to just skip character releases, you know, because there's no way that we can keep up with that many. And so, you know, there might be the case where you want a few characters, but you don't want all of them in the patch. So we'll have to wait and see how next patch rolls out, but I'm very curious about that. Robbie got his Ghost Rider powers from Johnny, the original. Yeah, I knew that part. Marvel retconned it to acidic burns. Oh, well, I mean, clearly I should look up Man-Thing, because everyone's talking about Man-Thing. I'm clearly missing out. My Google's being slow. Man-Thing, Marvel. What does he look like? Oh, you know... Oh, actually, I think I might have seen this guy before. Maybe? Is he... I think he was in the Empire comics that I read. Man-Thing. I'm pretty sure he was in the Empire comics. Empire Avengers, possibly. Because I do recall seeing someone like this in the comics. I have them, actually. Savage Tales. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen him recently in the comics. He looks familiar now to me. Because I have all the Empire comics, and I'm pretty sure he was either in Empire Avengers or in the Savage Lands in the comics or something. I don't remember exactly. But because in the Empire comics there's a lot of green people, the Kotati, and I think they tried to possess Man-Thing or get Man-Thing to do bad things more, I guess. Wonder if Scopely are getting money hungry. I mean, maybe, but I mean, it's you know, in their best interest to keep people around, right? You know, I see this as a game that will, you know, unless something really bad happens, will probably stay going for a while. It's just the way that they handle it, right? So I'm personally okay with live PvP character releases. Maybe not all of them, but I am okay with 1 or 2 being like that. I personally like PvP, but it depends on how they implement it. Because obviously a lot of people aren't going to be happy about it, but if they do it in a... They need to improve on what they have right now. If they just implement what we have right now, I don't think that's enough. But I'm curious if there's going to be tournament brackets, let's say, with this Mojo Arena or whatever the mode's called. You know, and then they have like weekly payouts maybe or something like that, where you kind of climb like a ranking system and you get maybe shard payouts weekly. That could be quite interesting. In lieu of blitzing, like you don't, it doesn't have to be something you have to do every single day, but maybe you either get trophy points or you get a ranking or something that maybe results in shards at the end of the week or at the end of the month or something like that. I think that could be pretty cool, personally. While we're here, I'm just going to do a quick couple runs of my Black Order, you know, with the 25 Blitz energy. I don't want it to be just a straight up copy of Arena in a live PvP fashion, so I think that the way that they would need to do would be, instead of a daily thing, I think like a trophies, possibly trophies, or some sort of count, like a trophy count or score or tournament bracket or, you know, something like that. It's not a straight up, you know, daily payout. I wouldn't like that, because that would just be an Arena ripoff. If they can come up with a unique way that allows for character releases somehow via shards or orb fragments or possibly, you know, a Mojo Arena or currency, something like that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas, but with that many new characters coming, we have to assume that at least one of them is going to be using this new mode, whatever it is. So, on a whole, I actually don't mind live PvP, though. It just depends on how they decide to go about it, I think, will be how everyone else feels about it. And it depends on who they lock behind these necessarily. And speaking of that, with the Battle Pass potentially raising its head, I think next patch, those are a lot of characters, so I don't know if it's going to be, you know, if there's going to be any characters associated with the Battle Pass necessarily. Well, again, another case of waiting and seeing. But from what I've looked at from other Scopely games, you know, it's going to be looking like a $20 US thing, probably. If you need to buy into the Battle Pass now, what you get for that, I think, is going to be the biggest question. You know, is it going to lock characters behind it? Is it just going to be resources and other XP, maybe other ways to level up faster, and, you know, random resources? You know, what's that $20 value going to get you? You know, for some of us who do like to spend already, if I did buy the Battle Pass, I'd probably stop doing other things, and because I don't want to spend more, I want to spend the same or less, you know? So I don't know, man. Loki might be awake in the next 30 minutes, but you know, we're gonna let him sleep as long as he does until he wakes up naturally. So maybe he'll be on the stream, maybe he won't. So it just depends on how long he lasts. We're done here on Blitz though, so let's move over onto my orbs. Let's see what I have in orbs to open, and we can see if we can get some extra shards for stature. I think I'm close to another orb. Let me go back into the stature event, though. Oh, that's Block Party. Wrong one. The stature event here. Okay, I'm close. We're gonna pay cores to get another orb, I think, here. If I can. I'm really close there. 50. 600 fragments. Finish this off here. I need 350. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to spend 100 cores, I think, if I want this last orb. How many cores do I have? 6,400 cores? Okay, I don't like doing that. That was my first time I've ever spent 100 cores on energy for this stuff. Okay, so we got 6 orbs. This is the final amount of orbs for this event. Let's just claim these things. I still need to finish this off, actually. That's I should get that from Ultimus, though, later, after we're done this. Hey, Adrian, how's your Saturday? And for everyone else who's joined the stream, hope everyone's doing awesome and enjoying your weekend wherever you are in the world. If it's still Saturday, maybe it's not. Maybe it's Sunday for some people. Let's go... Let's open a couple of milestone orbs. I'm not a huge, believer of seed theory, but hey, maybe we'll just get really lucky here. Probably not. I'm not gonna like spend gold or anything. Alliance War, yeah, I need to check that out to see how bad mine is. Let's open this gold orb. Nope, nothing good. There is a Doom War Chapter 3. Yeah, there will be a Doom War Chapter 3. I don't know if it's going to be next patch or if it's going to be the patch after, because Doom War has been releasing 2 patches apart. So 4. I don't remember what number are we on now? We're on 4.6, right? No, 4.6 is next? Oh god, I don't remember. Anyways, the Doom War chapters have been about 2 months apart or so, so I don't expect it coming next patch. I expect it to be the patch after, and that'll probably finish it there. So we do have these 6 aspirational orbs open. I also have a lot of bounty orbs. I haven't opened any of the bounty orbs. I'm gonna wait until the end of the event and then open them all in a video, just to see if we get any G15 mini unique pieces. I don't know if anyone else has been lucky. If anyone else has picked up any of these G15 gear pieces, hopefully you guys might have got lucky for some 14 or 15 stuff, but I haven't opened any yet, so this is what I have so far. And just reading what I missed here in the chat, I have been keeping track of Dark Dimension 4 progress. I have looked at all the teams and just keeping track of the characters that people are using just for curiosity as well. So let's open up these aspirational orbs. Oh, blue in the middle. Oh, you know, actually, I don't mind that. I do need some more Electro Shards. I need to get this 5-star. Unfortunately, I'm a bit behind, but I do have a 5 red Electro. Come on. Oh! Ooh! I'm 20 shards away, guys. I just need one more pink. One more pink drop. 4 orbs. Come on. Blue? Ah, Squirrel Girl. Okay, that's okay. It's not a dupe. 3 more. Oh! There it is, guys. 5-star stature. If they ever happen to be used for a legendary event, who knows? I don't know. But if they are, I got it. Let's keep going. Ironheart is not a dupe either. Last one. Oh, we got some more. So that's 6 orbs. We got 53 shards. That's really good. That's really good. And none of these were dupes. Electro, Squirrel Girl, and Ironheart. None of them was dupes for me. So this was actually really good. For 6 orbs, that was surprisingly good luck. So that's nice. That's really nice. And congratulations, Side, on your Mega Orbs, if those are characters that you need. You think Tadano Mac is going to win Dark Dimension 4? We'll have to keep track of things and see here. Let's rank up Worst Stature here to 5-star. So I do have tier 12 stature. I haven't decided if I'm going to go any further. Like I said, I do hope that stature does get used for the Young Avengers as well, you know, outside of Pimtech, but we'll have to see really where... I don't know if I'm going to be taking stature to Dark Dimension 4. I will wait to see if other people really decide that she's all that worth it. I will be taking Ghost, but I don't know if just the 2 of them, Ghost and stature, is really all that good. So, I mean, you know, she's got some text here with Ant-Man and such, but yeah, so, that was some really good pulls there, though. So let's check on Alliance War and let's see what's going on over there. Want your feedback? I don't know if anyone got... Did anyone get the survey? There was a survey a couple days ago. I don't know if it's still in here. We value your opinion. I don't... This was a couple days... 11:25. That was 3 days ago. And it was a really long survey. Like, I think it took me 15 minutes to fill out this survey. I better get some pretty nice, like, power cores for that, because this was the longest survey that I had ever done for Marvel Strike Force. I don't know if anyone else got it, but... I was like, are we done yet? Because I kept going through so much stuff for him. Let's check out Alliance War here. Okay, looks like we got a weird... Wow, embarrassing. So somebody put Yo-Yo in here, but there's shield security. So the passive's not going to go off. That's bad. This is bad. Somebody forgot how to use Yo-Yo. And it's a tier 13 Yo-Yo as well. You'd think they'd know better. This is a massive punch down, but I don't use Supernatural that much actually, so better to win than to lose using some other team. I don't even know if I have a 200k team anymore. And then we'll see what's underneath this deck here, and then I'll need to check on defense to see if I need to boost anyone. Don't know what's going on that side. Alright. I guess Yo-Yo... Does Yo-Yo give them spawn defense up, though? Even if the passive isn't working? Nick Fury has Evade, and I was like, why did that happen? But... I guess Yo-Yo's doing some stuff, but she's not doing the offense down thing because... shield security's there. So... There we go. Okay. I think we can probably put it on auto, like... This is not going to be that hard. That's super weird to run Yo-Yo. Oops. I'll just put this on auto now. GG. I'm surprised Loki's still been down for so long. I always keep track on my phone. It's almost been 2 hours. This is possibly one of the longest naps he's had recently, which of course is good. But I think he'll be awake probably in a little while. So it's possible I might need to take a couple of minutes if I hear him barking or something, just to wake him up, that kind of thing. The joys of being a puppy parent. Looks like we got another weak team here. So what's up with all these people using offensive teams on defense? You know, there's a Zemo team here with Red Skull and Hydra Scientist. I'm almost tempted to use my Zemo on their Zemo. Let's check to see what's going on this side, though, just to see if I need to. They're going through engineering. Boo, I'm not going to bother boosting anything here. I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for now. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I mean, I could beat them with my Zemo team. I just don't know if I should chance other teams. What do I have? Hey, Clown Prince, welcome to the stream. And anyone else who's joined in recently, hope you're all having a great Saturday. We're just here in Alliance War, just checking a few things out. Trying to get a few attacks in if we can. I think... No. You know what? Like Adrian said, I think I'm gonna just be cautious about this and run my own... I'm gonna run my own Zemo team, I think. You think your alliance... Oh, you're facing Tony Scangili's alliance? What trophy level are you? Gold 4, Diamond 1, or... I don't know if my alliance is ever going to get to Diamond 1 or anything, but I'm fine with where we are. Let's throw Shuri in there just in case. Gold 4. What ranking is his alliance? I'm Gold 4 as well, but we're in the European time zone, I believe, which starts at noon, 11 a.m. Pacific time, actually. Right, so Zemo hasn't taken his turn yet. Everyone has frickin' disrupt, or immunity. Okay, so my Zemo went before his Zemo, so I'm gonna ability block him from him doing his... So he's gonna clear some of my buffs a little bit, but... There goes Zemo, so I think we're fine now. And basically it's a half-assed mirror match here. 1094, I think we're at like 1070 something now. Let's get this death proof. I've actually never fought someone with a Baron Zemo on defense before, but I was just being overly cautious, I think, just in case. Didn't want anything bad to happen, so. My Zemo's tier 14, to be fair, so he is very powerful. And his wasn't, so. Oh, there's some more summons. Uh-oh. A lot of evades. So Red Skull summons those minions, and look, everyone's just stacking up all these evades like crazy. Can I get him down? 196k crit with Zemo. And actually, Crossbones taunting isn't a terrible idea, because I have Zemo there, so Crossbones is actually picking up a ton of evades, and so him taunting is actually good. For once, you know, Crossbones is not a great tank, but in this instance, you know, he is decent. Oh, and there we go. Okay, I didn't think that was going to be very hard, but I just wanted to be cautious about it. I always say, in Alliance War, it's better to win and get 5 points than to lose and get no points. And then having to use extra ability energy, or more energy in order to clear it. So, I always be a little bit cautious, you know, I always, you know, punch across, down punch. I don't always punch up unless I really need to. So let's do one more. I think I'm just going to use my... Brotherhood for this. Again, it's a bit of a punch down, but there is security and engineering, I think. So we'll be a little bit cautious. We should still be okay. It is a bit annoying because Groot does cleanse some of the stuff. The bleeds especially, I think. But the AoE damage from Blob, I believe, will more than make up for the cleansing. There we go. We went the right way. That was good. Okay. So I'm actually going to drag them up here. There we go. So everyone's around... Oh wait, no, maybe I didn't want that. Crap, never mind. I was like, they're all around Drax, but now Groot has the taunt. So maybe that wasn't the best, but... I kind of wanted to upgrade Blob's passive, that way he'd counter every single time. Because when he has offense up, I don't know if you guys remember the Catalyst of Change level, you know, that I spent like a million years trying to clear. But Blob's passive counterattack does a lot of damage, especially when he has offense up. And Blob in general, like look at that. Like 80k AoE damage, that's pretty good. You know, Blob is a really good character, I think. And the fact that his deflex you know, I really like his deflex. Blob is a great character, I think, in my opinion. I wish I could, you know, I could invest more gear into him. I can't, I don't, nor do I kind of want to, but I do really like Blob as a character. I think he has a really good kit. Even though it's pretty basic, it's just he does what he does really well. Yeah, I really like Blob. Thanks, Mohammed. That was a bit late because we did pull those orbs a little while ago, but yeah, I'm glad that I got 5-star. Just in the off chance that I do need that 5-star for whatever reason, for an event, possible legendary or whatever. You know, who knows if I need it, but if I do, it'll be there. Okay, so I think that's all we're doing just for the moment here. I'm at 1078 trophies, it looks like there. And for anyone who was asking about my TCP, I don't even remember what it is, but I'll check that as well. 10 more ABCs, that's nice. 9.3 million TCP. It's been a little while since I've checked, so I think I am due for another roster update or roster review video. I normally do that every 30 or 45 days or 60 days or something. So achievements, we are at 900 and I think I did a 900 day video, so the next one might be at 960 probably. I might do it every 30 days. I haven't decided. Who knows? Interestingly, you get 3 red star orbs now for like when you're up this high. And another thing I want to point out here is actually the level 5 ISO crystals. So you do get 25 silver promotion credits, which isn't bad. I think it's every 10. Every 10 ISO crystals, I believe. I think I picked it up at 10, and then here again, or maybe it was 5, 15, and 25. I don't remember now. But the fact that you get these silver promote, that's not bad. That's like half of a 4-star upgrade for doing that. So I only have 20 characters. That's my black order, though, pretty much. So let's do arena. Did I get kicked back? I'm at 8. I was at 4. So let's do an arena match here. Try and get ourselves back down to 4. Oh, and I finally finished Dark Dimension 2 for the 15th time and finally got my avatar icon updated. So it does, I'm completely finished all the Dark Dimension 2 challenges. To be fair, you know, 3 million is pretty good in about a year. I'm about 2.5 years, so to put that in perspective, you know, you're probably on par with me if you're playing for the same amount of time. Okay, so I haven't had too much problem in arena. I'm actually thinking of taking Thanos up to tier 15 as one of my first tier 15 characters. I know it's not as good as Ebony Maw for Dark Dimension 4, but I think in terms of my arena and keeping myself afloat with arena rank, I think having Thanos at tier 15, I think will be better long term. But we'll see how my gear shapes up as well. There we go. My game's lagging a little bit. I noticed that my game slows down a little bit when I'm live streaming because it's trying to have... Maybe I need more RAM on my computer or something. It doesn't... My frames per second kind of goes down a little bit when I'm streaming. Okay, I think we're gonna get the house. There we go. Okay. Alright, there we are. Crappy thing is, though, I've not started Dark Dimension 1 yet. Don't feel bad. I mean, like, Dark Dimension 1 actually comes after Dark Dimension 2 now. So, people always do Dark Dimension 2 before Dark Dimension 1 now. Because you need 6-star characters for Dark Dimension 1, which is actually a lot harder to do than to get the characters you do need to Dark Dimension 2 tier 13 for Dark Dimension 2. So often people will go backwards and clear Dark Dimension 1 way later. And you'll get a little bit of gear that you need for that, but Yeah, it's super easy, but it's a bit of a pain to get the characters for it, for newer players especially. So let's do some Ultimus, and then we're gonna, once we clear some Ultimus, I want to give some PvP a shot. Some of this restricted PvP. I've only done it like once or twice. So we're gonna do some raids here really quickly, and then I need to clear the Symbiosis milestone as well. I'm almost done. So I'm getting that through the Ultimus raid battles here. I think I can just auto it though. Normally I auto the first... Normally I don't auto the node before the boss because I need to make sure that my my ability cooldowns are all ready to go for the boss nodes. But for here it should be okay. I kind of alternate between auto. I do selective autoing, which is basically just clicking on the characters I want to kill. Which I know some people actually didn't know you could do that, but yeah, you can auto and then like click the target that you want to kill. So lazy with Blitz. So what's your Blitz score, Clown? I think I'm at just over 8 million now. I need another 4 million if I want the 55 shards for Ghost, and that'll put me at 5-star Ghost. So if Pimtech is a team needed for something, then, you know, I'll be... that's where I'm at as well. So I don't know what the next unlock group is going to be. You know, what's interesting though is if it's not Pimtech and the legendary isn't next patch, will it be any of the new characters next patch? But it doesn't. They don't really. I don't think they're really going to follow a legendary formula, which is typically 2 old characters and 3 new characters. So unless there's 3 new characters for a single team next patch, but then that would be really close together. Normally legendaries are like, if there's no legendary next patch, it would definitely be the patch after that, unless they're kind of breaking the mold or their own mold. But maybe they're waiting, and maybe the legendary is going to be behind Mojo or the Mojoverse thing, and I hope not, really hope not. But I'm curious because they haven't announced it yet, and typically we would see, I don't remember what the time is between like Doc Ock being announced. And so I'm cautiously concerned. I'm just cautious in general because of what we know is going to be coming next patch. We know there's a lot of characters coming next patch, and we also know that Auto-Sim Blitzing is coming, but I think they're going to shift away from Blitz releases to something else, and what that is exactly and how it's done is what's kind of made me a bit concerned. So yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think about you know, the next month or so, or going into December? You know, are you guys looking forward to any of these characters, or do you not like the fact that there's going to be like potentially up to 6 characters being released? Any thoughts on I don't know, the state of the game? Well, don't get run over watching my stream. Always be safe. I say that at the end of every video. Be safe. You know, we're in a dangerous time of the world right now, you know, so make sure that you're not doing anything you shouldn't. I really love symbiotes, but I feel that they are not killing as quickly as I do with like Black Bolt and, you know, my other characters. Like, their damage is a bit slower. They are really, really good, don't get me wrong, but I think it takes me a little bit longer to clear the nodes than it did my other team. It's just safer, I suppose. More characters do mean more content, but I just, you know, and I think they're moving towards a different system, possibly, of releasing, which I like. I just feel that things have been a little stale in terms of the formula. You know, like, it's just been the same sort of patch formula, you know, patch after patch. I really want to see new raids. Not just like not just a difficulty slider for the Greek raids. I want to see a new raid. I want to see a new type of raid, maybe like a big bad guy. I don't know, like a big bad raid boss. And I think they do this in other games. Like I don't know, like a Galactus, a Sentinel. I don't know, something like that. You know what I mean? That we can work on daily or weekly or something like that. And it's just like an alliance effort to beat this big ass thing. I don't know. You know, who knows? Maybe that'd get boring too. But I just feel like we need something different, or a new game. Like I played a few games like Dragon Champions, and that's the one I know more recently. And I only played that because Valley Flying mentioned it. But I did play that for a while, and it had this like tower system, this tower gauntlet system, which was kind of interesting. Using different characters for different battles was kind of interesting, and you know, diversifying your roster. When's the Black Bolt event start? I have them at 7 stars, so I don't actually see it. Was it Monday? When does that go live? When are they going to finally release the upgrades to the war rooms? Because if you go into Alliance War, you see how like there's a thing, it's like upgrade the room. That's been there for like ages. But they've never actually done anything about it. Because people have been saying save your Star Tech points, because they're going to do something with that, either with Alliance War or something. Because obviously you guys know probably that you can get 2,000 Elite 4 credits through your Alliance credits, or you know, whatever, the Star Tech credits. And I think I have about 20,000 of them, which I've been saving, but I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just convert it into Elite 4 credits until we hear something. I guess it's that case of, do you want to be ahead of the curve when something does happen, or do you want more satisfaction now, I guess. I probably, to be honest, I probably will buy the Battle Pass, but that will reduce my spending elsewhere, because I do buy these, you know, like $5 offers, $4 offers, if they're good. I buy these good offers, you know, that happen occasionally for a couple dollars. So if I did end up buying the Battle Pass, I wouldn't be doing these anymore, so I would just shift where I spend my money. I don't want to increase my spending in this game. I don't actually do a lot of spending in this game. I do maybe $20 or so, like one character typically per patch cycle. So I try to limit how much I'm spending, and I try to do as much as I can with free-to-play, or as much as I can, you know, with my power cores, you know, to open up characters like Ghost and Yellowjacket that I did this patch. So, you know, I don't really have a lot of money to spend on, you know, on this game, and so I want people to know that also that my roster isn't a huge spending roster. It's highly possible to get as much TCP as I do without spending any or very little. You know, I don't spend a lot of money on game resources necessarily. You know, it's mostly just character shards, which doesn't affect my TC. Well, okay, I guess it does affect my TCP because it's a new character, but you know, it's not impacting me in a very large way when I spend money. I like those really good like $1 offers, maybe $2 offers, but besides that, I don't really spend much on offers, and most of the deals are pretty terrible for the most part, or aren't useful to me. And I'm definitely not wailing out on these stupid G15 offers that have been showing up. Yeah, I use the Elite 4 credits sometimes with the Star Trek credits things when I'm close to another Elite 4, or if it's for a focus new character that I really want. I think I got what did I get? A 4 Yellowjacket, I think, and then a 4 Ghost. The last time I had a 5 was Anti-Venom, which actually was really good. So I'm glad I pulled a 5 on Anti-Venom. That was really nice. But I'm thinking of saving all Elite 5s from now on for legendary characters, really. I like to have a couple of Elite 5 orbs open for legendaries unlocks, like I did for Doc Ock. I think I had 3 of them. So I'm going to make sure I have those when the next character comes out, whoever that is.
Yeah, it's just been a stress.
There we are. So that's the Nick Fury boss node done. How many T4s do I have? I have 1,000 T4s. Maybe I should get a T4. Maybe I'll buy a T4 after we're done here. What kind of T4s have you guys been buying lately with your points? With your upgrade material? I like to save like 600 for a new patch, just for new characters in case I need it, since we haven't seen what they look like yet. Oh, I saw that at first. I thought you meant that you dropped a 7 red star orb. I don't think I've ever had one of those Elite 7s. I think I pulled 2 6s total. Maybe 1. I don't even know. Elite 6s are super rare, by the way. And that was in the offer section, and it was tempting, but even I didn't pick that up either. I think the Elite 6 for me was $34 Canadian. I think it's 25 US, maybe. I'm almost still thinking about it, but yeah, I mean, I'm not super desperate for a 6-star. I have like 300 gold credits, so if I really need to, I can just upgrade one myself. So technically that Elite 6 is worth less than 100 gold tokens to upgrade, so... Six-star Cull Obsidian, that's nice, Red. Unfortunately, you're not using it, but when you do get there, Cull Obsidian it really is one of the best tanks. He is the best tank, I think, in the game. Even a standalone value, Cull Obsidian is really good, because I was looking at his kit again, and I kind of forgot, but he does get 2-turn taunt, and defense up for 2 turns from his taunt, without anyone else. He doesn't need anyone in a, you know, like Colossus needs Phoenix, or, you know, Strife does better with the Marauders. You know, Cull Obsidian actually is pretty good by himself. I'm actually thinking of moving. It's a bit late now. I'm going to be releasing my tier list video tomorrow, by the way, for those who are here. And I was going to put Cull Obsidian. I was going to upgrade Cull Obsidian because I was thinking about this a lot yesterday, but I'd already done the list, so I didn't want to go back and have to spend time on it. But I think for maybe next patch, when likely he will be farmable, I think he's going to get an upgrade for me. Because he's currently sitting at A tier for me, but I think he's... And I have this A+ category for anyone who follows my tier list. For those of the characters who I don't quite want to give S tier, because I don't want to flood the S tier, but who deserve to be better than A. And I think definitely Cull Obsidian probably deserves that A+ category, so next month maybe he'll be there. And Strife, I think, as well, is going to be getting an upgrade for me this month. Because I think people are going to start using Strife a little bit more because of the prominence of Marauders currently, but also thinking about Dark Dimension 4. I think that Colossus is going to lose value in Dark Dimension 4, and so people are going to be wanting Strife a little bit more than Colossus, possibly, because you don't want to double up on the same. Both Colossus and Strife... both Colossus and Strife have titanium alloy as their unique, so you're not going to have enough. And here we are, finishing the Symbiosis milestone. So I have 31 of these hyperphages, and not so many of these spectral analysis. I have 19 of these. Still getting more of these bounty orb fragments, so how many more days of this event is there? We're getting pretty close, aren't we? 4 days left. Okay, so on the last day, I'm going to do a video of opening all of these bounty orbs and seeing if we get any G15 stuff. So I have 31. I don't know if you guys have been getting any luck from these ones. So these are really rare. I think it's a total of 1.4% to get these. Or maybe it's less than that, actually. Maybe it's just 1.1%. And then like 4.2% or something like that for these ones here for the tier 14. These are tier 14 things. And then these other ones are tier 15. So I don't know if anyone's picked up any of these tier 15 ones, but these are worth 8 G15 mini uniques a piece if you happen to get any of these drops. So fingers crossed I pull maybe 1 or 2. One of my alliance mates has pulled 4 of these so far, which is a ton of, you know, G15 mini uniques. So I don't think I have any big orbs to pull. I'm still hoarding sorry, I'm not hoarding. I'm waiting for the Pimtech characters to come in. So once Yellowjacket goes into the premium orb, I think I'm going to pull these. Or unless there's a December orb opening thing. I have 120 premium orbs. I have a decent amount of red stars saved for next patch, I guess. I'm going to keep stacking. And I have 8 mega orbs, and then I'm just saving the rest, I guess. Legendary characters for Dark Dimension 4. Well, let's go into my roster here and search by legendary. I'll tell you. So, number 1, I think, is going to be Phoenix. I'm probably going to be going into Dark Dimension 4 with Phoenix for the first few nodes. And then, of course, Ebony Maw. But I'm going to upgrade Thanos first with my Mystic Gear because I want to keep my ranking in Arena, and I think that Thanos is better to have a G15 than Ebony Maw from a competitive perspective. Because Ebony Maw doesn't add much, you know, by getting his stats up. It's Thanos that's going to be doing a lot of the damage for that. So Ebony Maw will be second, and then I'm going to be doing Dr. Octopus and Shuri, I think. Unless there's a new legendary coming down over the next 3 months, which there probably will be. We'll have to reevaluate that. I might do Black Bolt as a 5th, but I'm thinking more of a support perspective, so Shuri and Doc Ock supporting Phoenix and Ebony Maw to get those health steals off, and all of that as well. Black Bolt could be a possible 5th for my legendary lane, or whoever the next legendary is, if he's really good, if he's very meta, you know, I might do that as well. So we'll have to see, because obviously if I do get the next legendary on the first pass, that's at least a 5-star character, and that should be viable as long as I get a 5 red. Nick Fury, I don't think I want to. Personally, I only have 4 red stars as well for him. I'd have to get maybe a 5th red star on him, and he doesn't. He only gets speed up to himself, and then he'd spread it, I guess, with Rally. But I don't think he has enough value overall to warrant that, in my opinion. I don't know how much you need. I mean, he's skill. I'd have to take him to 14 though, and that's a lot of orange gear commitment. You know, so I don't quite know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see though. Probably not though. But it is a I don't know if it's a consideration on my part, but Black Bolt is definitely being considered. I just don't know in what order I'll be doing it, but I know Phoenix first, Ebony Maw second, and then Doc Ock maybe third, or Shuri third. I don't know yet. But I do have a video that's going to be coming up sometime next week, and it's basically all of my Dark Dimension 4 characters that I'm planning to take in a spreadsheet. I kind of spreadsheeted it out so I could see how much gear I needed for my Dark Dimension 4 characters, so and the picks that I've chosen for each of the lanes as well. And I am keeping in mind, you know, the picks that people have chosen in the Dark Dimension 4 right now. But I do want to point out, of course, you know, the characters that people are using in Dark Dimension 4, this isn't what the average person is going to use. You know, these characters that people are using in here, with the exception of Tadano Mac, actually seems pretty balanced, but other picks here, like Thor, there's a lot of Black Widow and Cap going around, but I think that these are speedrun picks, and so we have to keep in mind that these people aren't us. You know, these are people with money who have tons of power cores, and they're able to do this. You know, Sabretooth, which is kind of crappy, Shield Trooper, which is kind of crappy, but I understand why they did it, because they're easier to get going, and if you need a 4th character for global, you know, Sabretooth might not give you much value, but he is a body, I suppose. So these characters that people are using aren't necessarily going to be the ones that we're going to use, because they're trying to speedrun this, whereas I'm not necessarily trying to. I want to gear 15 the characters that are going to give me the best bang for my buck, the characters that I can use in more game modes than just Dark Dimension, you know, and so that's why I don't want to go full Pimtech, because I don't think that they have a lot of value outside of Dark Dimension, whereas at least the symbiote characters, for example, do through raids and other things of that. Do you think giving T4 to Call Obsidian's basic would improve the power? It would. Not necessarily in Arena, though. Cull doesn't really basic in Arena very frequently, maybe once, like, throughout the whole match before it's over. So if you're using him elsewhere, I would say yes. I used to use Cull Obsidian in raids a little bit, because he is quite bulky. Like, my Cull Obsidian is like 332k health, and that's not even with the extra health that he gives as well to himself. So he's really beefy. I would consider it. I don't think it's a priority, and the taunt's not really a priority either. But, you know, if you're one of these people who want to sort of OCD, kind of want to max them out, you know, there. Speaking of that, so I have enough to level 1 gear piece, but I'm not going to do that yet. Yeah, so I'm looking to do a T4 upgrade, but I don't know who to do it on. I have about 1,000 T4s. I don't know who I want to use it on. So I do have T4s on Ghost, on the Ultimate, if you guys have checked me out on my Ghost video. I recently maxed out Proxima Midnight, actually, as well. So I got Last Light, the Ultimate, which I didn't have, but I did it for the speed bar and the extra damage. Black Order, what am I missing? Corvus Glaive. I also picked up Grim Glaive, the Corvus Glaive Ultimate, because I have 6 red. So I thought that the extra damage, because it's piercing, I thought, you know, might have some validity. It was a lot. I think Ultimates are, what, 240? But I don't know if there's Ebony Mosmax as well. I'm pretty much done on Black Order, more or less. I don't know what. I don't know where to put my T4s. Maybe Emma Frost is missing some. Anti-Venom Special? Maybe? But I don't revive dead symbiotes very frequently. Callie, yeah, I mean, I think that, what did you mean that they tested the water? I was looking at your previous post and you said that they tested the waters. I mean, it was only really 3 characters this patch. They didn't really release any more characters this patch than before. Because keep in mind that Doctor Doom, while it is a character release, isn't really, because nobody's has him yet, and not many people are really going to have him. The average player is probably not going to have Doctor Doom for like the next 3 months, probably, at least. I might get the Emma Frost Ultimate. I probably should get this, right? Most of you guys probably have it. For some reason I've been, like, lagging on this one. What do you guys think? I did not T4 the Ghost passive yet. I don't think it's completely necessary, if I'm honest. It does... Because I'm not using the rest of the Pimtech, so therefore I don't think it's really that amazing. There's the 5% dodge chance, but keep in mind that when Ghost counterattacks, it doesn't actually reduce any speed bar. Like, it does, but their speed bar is already at 0 because they just attacked. So you can't go into the negatives for speed bar. It's kind of like when Shield Trooper retaliates, and if he crits, you lose speed bar, but it doesn't really do anything. It's going to do damage from the counterattack, but that's about it. Because I want to put T4s into characters that I actually am going to value. Hey Sido, hope you're having a great weekend as well. I did my 10 for 10. I believe that was War Shards, right? I got 10 x23, so that was not bad because I still needed them. Maybe I'll T4 something for Strife. I don't know. My Strife doesn't have any T4s. It's not really all that amazing, is it? Maybe it's Taunt? 5%. I have some extra T4s, I just don't know where to put it. My Negasonic needs, speaking of X-Force actually, my Negasonic probably could use the passive. I don't have the passive, and I think this is really good if you're looking for more damage on war offense. It's 20% extra damage. I think is pretty significant, probably, for the whole team. That's a lot of extra damage, going from 30% to 50%. So I might do that, possibly. I don't have any T-Force, I don't think. I don't even have the Domino passive, either, for chance to apply Evade. I don't have that either. Crit damage. I don't have this either. I think Negasonic's passive would probably be the first one I would get, though. So I'm considering this. I'm considering Negasonic's passive would be the first thing if I was to do an X-Force. X23's passive is okay, I think. Depends on who you're using them against. That Phil Speedbar thing would be more appropriate against Asgardians, possibly. The focus, I don't know if it's completely necessary. I don't know if you need the focus, really. I don't know, guys. I want to buy an up. Oh wait, we have another War Tech. Let's go do that. I'm thinking Emma Frost Ultimate or Negasonic passive. That's currently on my scope right now. I don't know if there's any others that I could really need. Yeah, Callie, I mean, personally, I think people should keep in mind, you know, if there's going to be like 5 or 6 characters coming out, you kind of need to go in with the mindset that you're not going to be getting everyone. You're not going to be gearing every single character. You're going to need to probably pick and choose who you want to gear, who you want to level up, because, you know, realistically, you're not gonna, unless you're a whale, you're not going to have the resources to gear that many characters. So I don't mind giving a larger amount of option, and I don't think every single person should be able to gear every single character. I think maybe that you might want to get, you know, focus on one character every 2 or 3, you know, and go really hard on those. But you know, you're going to be stretching yourself too thin, and that's okay in a weird way, because, you know, if you could gear up every single character right away, that would kind of defeat the purpose of the game, in a way, being a gacha style game. So picking and choosing your battles and your gearing is kind of the name of the game. We got an aim team with aim infector. How this is awful. By the way, never upgrade aim infector. I've said this multiple times. I've said this tons of times on any video related to aim or when aim appears up. Do not gear aim infector. The fact this guy has 60k, granted with war buffs, it is still a waste of resources. And hey, Jesse Hayes, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to my live stream, and hope you're having an awesome Saturday. Glad to have you here. Let's just use our defenders team. Bit of a punch down, but yeah, I mean, you're right, Clown. I mean, some people do it because they have high red stars, but still, I don't think Infector is worth it. You're better off doing Aim Researcher or Monstrosity, both which are far superior in terms of their kits. I actually really like Aim Monstrosity, and mine's 6 red, but maybe that's probably why. Okay, so we need to get Scientist Supreme first. Wait a minute, I just realized they don't have aim security. They're not running aim security, which is awful. There we go, Scientist Supreme dead, and then everyone else falls. New to the game, do you think it'd be worth it to get Shuri and Invisible Woman? Absolutely. I do have a video on my channel that talks about Shuri, Invisible Woman, and Phoenix in the same video. So if you're looking for some advice regarding the legendaries, I would recommend checking that out. But I would definitely recommend going into Sinister 6, collecting them up if you're new, and that way you can get 2 legendaries for the price of 1, because they're both Spider-Verse, and you need Sinister 6, or sorry, Sinister 6 are also Spider-Verse, which you can use to get Shuri and Invisible Woman. So definitely work on those, and you can get 2 for the price of 1. And they're very good for early and mid-game players. Especially Shuri is really good for raids. And Dark Dimension 2, actually. Sido, you're taking Pimtech to 5. What does that mean? Like 5-star? That's probably not... I'm more afraid that Pimtech might be used for an event or legendary event, and that's the only reason why I'm doing that. I don't plan on gearing them up very high aside from Ghost at this point, really. So if they are for an event, you know, I will have them available to use, but other than that, you know, that's as far as I'm willing to take them. You know, I'm gonna check the... We're doing fairly well, despite losing. We're currently losing, but I think that their teams have been quite weak this war. So normally what I do is I just go through and I check to see what their TCPs are, just to see what the... almost 9. Just to see what the average TCP is, because some of their defenses have been pretty low so far. Like 200k, 250k, some pretty bad teams. Which is surprising, given that most of them are actually pretty high TCP here. So maybe they just have really bad war defense. Like, they're all minimum, like 6 million plus. So this is a bit surprising. I might, you know... Personally, I don't think Star-Lord is all that good anymore. What I say might be different than what is I think different than other YouTubers. But personally, I've heard a lot of accounts from people who have worked on Guardians and Star-Lord and have told me that he didn't really offer much help in terms of the wider game at this point, given all the characters available. I think there's tons of support characters out right now that are potentially easier to pick up than Star-Lords, and Guardians kind of fall flat a bit sooner than before. It depends on what you have available to you, what kind of characters you have, if you're a light spender or you're not a light spender. You know, if you're able to pick up other characters, let's say like Hela, for example, with some light spending or some good luck with orbs, there's definitely other paths than going Guardians and Star-Lord, but that's just my opinion. That was something that was really good like 6 months to a year ago. I'm not entirely sure if I'd recommend it, but I do recommend taking up Wave 1 Avengers if you're new for heroes and getting through that campaign, and Sinister 6 if you're for the villain side. If you have Minerva, that's great, and Captain Marvel can also work pretty well as well for the for the Cosmic campaign. Minerva is a great raid healer too. So Minerva's definitely worth gearing. Most people don't do... let's do some Gamma while we're at it, because I actually forgot to do this, and let's do this boss node. Use who for Dark Dimension 1? Sorry, most people do Dark Dimension 2 before Dark Dimension 1, so I do want to make that clear, because you do need 6-star for Dark Dimension 1, you don't for Dark Dimension 2. For Dark Dimension 2, you just need tier 13, gear tier 13, and Dark Dimension 1 is 6 yellow stars, which is actually harder to get now than the gear tier 13 requirement. I mean, yeah, you can use Star-Lord in Dark Dimension 1, but again, you would need other 6-star characters to go in. I think you can do it with just one. You can start it with one character, but you're not going to get very far with just Star-Lord. I would recommend characters like Shuri. Shuri is great in Dark Dimension 2 as well as a support character, and that if you can get her to 6-star would also double for Dark Dimension 1, I guess, as well. Some other really strong characters. You said you have Minerva. Captain Marvel is pretty decent as well. If you can get your hands on, Hela, Symbiote Spider-Man. Sorry. You know, these are some really amazing, like, A+ tier characters that will be really good for your roster if that's possible. Like I said, I don't know what your spending limits are, if you spend it all or if you're completely free to play, but there are a couple of characters in the game where if you do spend a little bit of money, will propel you that much quicker. Characters like Symbiote Spider-Man or Hela are definitely really great characters for the start if you can pick them up. Or if you just get really lucky with a premium orb or with a mega orb or something like that, you know, sometimes you can get really lucky and get some really good characters that way. So after we finish these Gamma Raid things here, we've done Blitz, we've done some Arena, we've gone through my roster a little bit. I haven't quite decided now still who I'm going to T4 upgrade, but I'll think on it a little bit unless anyone has any other opinions for T4 upgrades. We're going to do some restricted PvP after this, just to test it out. I want to do like a match or two just to see, you know, to get into the groove of what we think might be coming, aka the Mojo versus Arena or whatever they're calling it. And I want to get more of a handle on sort of live PvP a little bit more if we're going to have to be doing this potentially more in the game. All the Asgardians, but hella really good Emma Frost, so that's great. Emma Frost is a great character, and to be honest, Emma Frost is better than Star-Lord. Like, and this is why I say it depends on what you have available to you. I think that like Emma Frost overall is a way better character than Star-Lord as a sort of controlling support character, to the point that you wouldn't even need Star-Lord, because all of these other meta characters that exist in the game are far superior than him, and that's why I don't normally recommend new players to go hard on getting Star-Lord. If you can pick him up, that's great, you know, but I wouldn't go out of your way, in my opinion, in the early game to get him when there are better choices in the game that exist that you can possibly get along the way. Emma's really great, so definitely put your resources into her. She'll do you for a very long time. Dark Dimension 2, 3, 1, whatever that you can happen to get her in. Raids, Arena, you know, she has a lot of good use. So definitely, if you have her, definitely put gear into her. Oh, by the way, I hate the Gamma Raid that doesn't let you use Punisher. You have to use the 4 defenders, but then you have to like throw in a Hydra character or whatever. So I use Crossbones, and then once we get to the boss node, I do a full Hydra team with my Baron Zemo team. I hate the Gamma Raid. The Gamma Raid is quite possibly the stupidest Greek raid because they're team based and not they're team trait based, not like gear based, like beta or origin or whatever for alpha. So there's a lot of characters you can't use in the Gamma Raid because of the way it is with teams. There's no Black Order, of course. There's no... Are we talking about the Pimtech? How they're adding Pimtech to Gamma? Or did they already do that? It's like, you know, we listened to you guys. You know, you guys said you wanted to use Pimtech in more game modes. And here you are. Pimtech and Gamma Raid. Because that's what we've been asking for this entire time, right? I want to know, with the show of raise of hands, how many people asked for Pimtech to be used in Gamma. Because I'm pretty sure it probably was nobody. So, who are they asking? It's, you know, like, when people say, you know, like, with statistics and stuff, and they, 1,000 people were asked, and here, this survey is based on 1,000 people, I'm like, who did they ask? So which Marvel Strike Force players did they ask that people are like, yep, Pimtech. We want to use them in Gamma. I think I ranted about this like last week on last live stream. Like, it was just the dumbest thing in the blog post. If it was it last Friday or was it the Friday before? I don't remember. But whenever they put that in there, I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever read. Is it just luck to get all these good, super good people like Symbiote Spider-Man? Yes, it can be. Can be luck, and it can be money. I think Symbiote Spider-Man's offers are a bit more expensive, aren't they? They're like 50 shards for 40... I guess it depends on US dollars and Canadian dollars. I think it's, is it 30 US dollars? I think it's 45 Canadian for 50 Symbiote Spider-Man shards. He's a little bit more expensive, I believe, than regular characters. So it's a combination of you being lucky in the milestone orb and how much money you're willing to spend to unlock him if you want to get him. But let me tell you that if you unlock Symbiote Spider-Man and you're a newer player, or like newer or mid-game player, your progress is going to improve rapidly. Symbiote Spider-Man is one of the best characters in the game. He is in my top 5. Well, he's in the top 5 of my top 10 video like every single month because he is that good. He is good in raids. He's good in Dark Dimension. Now with the rest of the symbiotes, some people are using him in Arena actually with the full team. And he's really usable in basically every game mode, and he has an amazing kit. And he's good in campaigns as well, where you can use him. And he is really good. So if you are able to get him by, unfortunately, there's only a few means to do so. Either the milestone orbs, there's those symbiote offers, but I don't think they were all that good. I actually think Symbiote Spider-Man is better than Emma Frost, personally. But I mean, they're both really good. They're both top 5 for sure. But I think the Symbiote Spider-Man for me inches it a little bit better, because you can beat Dark Dimension 3 without Emma Frost, but beating Dark Dimension 3 City without Symbiote Spider-Man will be very difficult. So for that reason, I think that he gets it a little bit more than Emma Frost for me. And then, of course, Symbiote Spider-Man also makes Dark Dimension 2 really easy if you happen to also be able to take in 1 or 2 more symbiotes there. Typically Carnage, but... Depending on what you're looking to do, I would say Mr. Sinister is worth unlocking, at the very least, for the War Store farm. But if you are starting to... It depends on if you're starting to buy Sif or not. Sif is important in the War Store for Black Bolt, so it depends on what point in the game you're at. I would consider maybe unlocking Sinister, and then kind of shifting your farm to Sif so that you can get closer to 5-star for Black Bolt. Those are usually where people start off with in the War Store, I think, is a combination of Sinister, getting Sif up to 5-star, and maybe, if you need to, for Carnage as well, unlocking Carnage if you haven't already. So I'm not going to do that next node there on Gamma. We're going to queue up for a couple of arena battles, and then after that, and if you guys have any questions, of course, feel free to keep asking, and I'll be going over those as we go through some PvP. We're going to do restricted balance draft. We're not going to be doing the quick match, because that's just Black Order versus Black Order. Well, actually, it wouldn't be Black Order. Black Order minus Ebony Maw, because technically he's legendary. So this is restricting legendaries, it would seem. So we're going to give this a shot. So we're going to do a couple of these matches, and then I think I'm pretty much done for the day. Oh, actually, we still have Dark Dimension 3, but we'll do one of these and then go to Dark Dimension 3 and come back. And yeah, so I would say that Sinister is worth unlocking if you haven't already in the War Store, but then bear in mind a farm for Black Bolt through Sif. Once you get to level 70, you're gonna unlock Heroes Chapter 7 and then Villains Chapter 7. If you haven't thought about your characters for that, then try and check out my level 70s campaign guide that I have on my channel, and then that'll get you ready for level 70, which unlocks the new campaigns, which you're going to need to do in order to get like hella unlocked for farming and stuff. Do you think they should add more campaign events on? I'm just correcting you there, because that's probably what you meant to say. And I like the campaigns. Yeah, I mean, they're going to be adding Doom War 3 probably in February. Not this coming patch, but it'll be the next patch after that. Or maybe January, February. Who am I going to ban? Ultron. Oh, crap. I should have banned X-23. It's going to be the first person to pick X-23. I told you. X-23. I knew that was going to happen. Apparently you got blocked from saying ass, I think, or something. Held for review. Your comment got held in the chat there. Right, we're going to go Ghost Rider. Where am I going? Where am I going with this? Symbiote Spider-Man probably, I guess. Maybe I should have gone Taskmaster. Oh, see? The characters that I just mentioned, that I almost think that this person's in the live stream. I have filters set on my channel that if certain words or bad word filters, essentially, or spammers, links, these kind of things get filtered out of messages just in case. If that's what you meant. I'm gonna go Squirrel Girl, and then Red Skull, maybe. Yeah, people, yeah, so I showed the comment, that's fine. It's just that sometimes if you say weird things or bad things, then the comments get filtered slightly. But I can basically correct it and say that, you know, it's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna need to ban X23, and then I need to consider. We're gonna go Carnage. Where's Carnage? Because he went Loki. I'm gonna reject X23 from ability blocking. Huh. Squirrel Girl block. Yeah, Black Bolt's really good to unlock. Unfortunately, he's like coming like now in a few days, so you'll have to wait till next time, I guess, which will be in a couple of months. X23 is really good in PvP because of ability block. She's really fast and she can get ability block in really quick. Same with Baron Zemo. That's why everyone goes with them. Oh god. What do I do? I don't know if that was... I panicked. It's funny because people complain about the times for the picks, but you know, if you don't know exactly who you're going to pick ahead of time, then I don't think it's that long. I understand that people don't like the time it takes to do these things, but that's part of it, you know, the drafting process. If anyone's played League of Legends or like these other MOBA games, you know, this happens all the time. I'm surprised Loki's still sleeping. It's been almost 3 hours. Oh my god. I need to make a move. 3 hours. That's a really long nap. Let's try and get Taskmaster. This is funny because I'm fighting a Loki, but our puppy's name is Loki, so it's gonna get confusing here. Get him, Loki. Those are a lot of bleeds on Taskmaster. I think he's gonna bleed out. Oh, no, Ghost Rider! Oh, guys. Oh, that's quite a bit of bleeds. Uh-oh. Oh, oops. I gave Death Brief. Do I know French? I know a little bit, but I'm not... How did he not die? How did Taskmaster not die there? I know a little bit. Carnage is blind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there he is. Loki's awake now. He just barked. I think he heard me. Alright, looks like I'm gonna lose this. Well... this didn't go as planned. Taskmaster's just really strong. Taskmaster is just so annoying. Alright, well I didn't get this one. Let's double back to Dark Dimension 3 and then we'll do another one. I need to get more practice, I think. It's been a while since I've done live PvP. But if this is going to become a thing next patch, I think... maybe we can get Loki on the stream for a minute or two. He doesn't sit very well. Doesn't sit still very well. Right, so let's get in our team here. So Sinister, Emma Frost, Phoenix. Wait. Ghost. Phoenix. Colossus. Wait, let's flip. Oh, wait, let's flip these two around. Ghost. Sinister. Okay. I'm gonna need like 30 seconds, guys. Just need to check on. I'll be back. 1 minute. I was trying to go get Loki, but it seems like he doesn't want to wake up or something. He's still in his crate, but he's like just sitting there. He's not he's not coming out, which is the first time he's never came out of it, which is strange. So I was gonna get him on the stream for a minute, see if he sits still. He's really yawny, so I just. Did he come out? Let's see if we can get him on. Oh. Kisses?
We got some lunch.
Yeah. Lunch is really late, actually.
What time is it?
Well, maybe not. 1:30.
Should we be finishing up?
Yeah, we'll be finishing up pretty soon. Okay. Let's see. Ah. There we go. Say hi. Ugh. Wave. Wave, Loki.
I just woke up.
Hey. Wave to the nice people. Oh yeah, he's really sleepy. But he slept a really long time. Okay, I'll stop waving your paws. Say hi. He doesn't know what's going on, but hey, he's real. Oh, he's biting me now. Okay, I'm gonna put him down. Here we go. Oh, lunchtime. Okay, we're gonna finish up. We're gonna finish up some Dark Dimension 3 here, and then do another PvP match, and then I think we're gonna call it for the day. It's lunchtime for Loki as well, and probably for me, really too. So yeah, that's what's on the agenda. So that's the reason why my video releases have been a bit slower than usual. We're still getting him comfortable, and you know, every day's different really, and sometimes some days are better than others, but yeah, so that's why I'm not, you know, I used to do almost videos every day or two, and so things are a bit slower, so that's why. My friend just unlocked Rocket Raccoon and referred to him as oh. Is your friend? I assume your friend is French. Okay, yeah, I remember this now. All these shield characters. This sucks. Oh my god. I'm not even... What is going on here? Emma Frost is already dead? Okay, let's try and redo that. Let's try and see if we can get Phoenix to die rather than Emma Frost. This is why I hate Nick Fury in this level. This is Global 4. For anyone that is still having to run Dark Dimension 3. And for the record, this is my third run for people who aren't familiar with me or don't know what I've done. This isn't my first two runs. I've already cleared it a long time ago. I'm always down for collabs at any time. I don't really go out of my way necessarily to contact other people yet. You know, I haven't really done a lot of networking, but you know, if people want to do something with me and are interested in whatever that happens to be, then you know, feel free to get in touch. I'll probably be a lot more free come January as well. Right now, I've just been basically doing my videos around Loki and when he's napping and stuff to try to maximize my time. Is Ghost dead already? What the heck just happened there, guys? Team Synergy is good. Yeah, well, Team Synergy... Sorry, I got the Synergy was spelt wrong, so I got confused there. But yes, that is important. But good characters are also important, but you don't want to throw random characters together. You know, you want a reason for why they are there together, so it's important. In this game, though, we tend to be moving towards 5-man teams a lot, and obviously those typically tend to be better than just randomly thrown together teams, unless there is synergy between them. I don't know what's been going on with Paulo lately. I haven't seen a lot of video releases from him. I think he moved towards Twitch streaming maybe a bit more, but I haven't seen stuff in general over the last few weeks. So... Okay, can we get this in, like, Ghost doesn't die? Can we get... Can Phoenix just get killed here? That would be nice. There we go. Okay, we got hit once, twice. Can we get some more shots at her? There we go. She has taunt. Okay, almost dead. Dead. Okay, great. That's exactly what I wanted. And let's do the special on Shield Assault. Strain some more. There we go. They're in the red. And we get some slows off. We might actually get through these. We do have a clone as well, so let's clone that Nick Fury for some extra support. Here we and I guess you know what? I'm gonna spread these now instead of summoning. And then we can extend these with Colossus. Now, I don't want Colossus to have speed up, but everyone else got speed up, so that was fine here. We'll knock some turn bar back off of Nick Fury and get in that ultimate. Ooh. Ugh. And we got a follow-up with Ghost there. That was nice. Oh, that's interesting. Because we have Nick Fury summoned, Nick Fury on his passive has assist functions occasionally. I'm pretty sure. So that's where it's coming from. And let's heal up Dark Phoenix a little bit more. Dark Phoenix has offense up for 2 turns, which is great. Shield Assault down. Looks like we're probably doing pretty good here. Let's do that. There's another Shield Assault down. Let's get that Shield Trooper down. And we can just basic until the next wave, really. And let's try and get that stun. There we go. This is going really well, actually. Just have to and that's the thing with Dark Dimension, you know. Sometimes you just need to do it a bunch of times until you get, like, sort of the right RNG that kind of sets you up for success. There we go. There we go. And we got a lot of our cooldowns ready as well, which is good. Okay, so now we have a brand new wave that's, like, lagging my game. Okay. Sinister 6 with some Mordos with the Doctor Strange. So I think Doctor Strange probably needs to go first. Do a taunt here. Okay, now we got Doctor Strange. Ghost ult. The only problem is that there's no negative status effects to really extend, and that's what's really nice about Ghost's ultimate here. But we'll do it anyways because that's going to do a lot of damage. So let's turn it down there. So it's about 40k damage, and then an additional. You can see the damage. Look at that, those numbers, 180k or so to everyone. So if you like, that's a ton of damage. You know, just like any health drain. But yeah, that really helps. Slow on Doctor Strange. We can get maybe we should blind some of these because we're gonna get a lot of AoEs going off, and that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. So let's try and blind Mysterio here with this, and so his ult will get blinded at least. We can spread the deflex here and the defense up. Maybe we might survive here with Ghost's offense down. Quantum Entanglement, we might survive a bit longer. Another AoE dodged, and then we have another Mysterio ult, and that's probably about it. Nick Fury's still alive somehow. Okay. Yeah, Ghost's offense down is really making a big difference here, I think, although, as you see, Colossus has defense up, and they have offense down, and they're still hitting for like 60k to Colossus, so, you know, Ghost isn't foolproof by any means, so do have to keep that in mind. We do get another Dark Phoenix special off, that's nice. Unfortunately, Colossus is heal blocked, so he's got all these regens, but it's not really going to trigger. Oh wait, that didn't do much. So yeah, Colossus is going to bite it pretty soon, I think, because he wasn't able to heal up. I can clear that. That was a bit late, but guess we're going to summon more minions. Let's knock back that turn bar on Doctor Strange, and let's get a big AoE hit here. And we're actually doing pretty well. I'm honestly surprised we're still alive with all 5 still. And maybe the Shield Operative can actually stealth Colossus to keep him alive a little bit longer here. Get some more regens on him. Maybe he'll survive another round. Okay, so we can stun someone. We're gonna stun... Oh, crap, he's blinded, actually. Never mind. Shield security's blinded. Let's finish off Doctor Strange if we can. Almost. Let's extend these death proofs, I guess. We're gonna knock back some turn bar, though. I wonder if we'll get to another Dark Phoenix ult. Close. Ugh. Okay, Doctor Strange is down. That's good. I think we actually need to focus on the Mordos because those heal blocks are really irritating. So we're gonna do that, but we're gonna stun Mysterio. Oh, that didn't happen. Apparently, spread some buffs, and I think we might be just in time for a Dark Phoenix ult. If we could actually get through this wave, that would be really good. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to clone Mordo because he can blind. Ooh, Ghost might take a big chunk of damage there from those bleeds. Ugh. Oh, crap. There was an ability block on Dark Phoenix. That's not good. I don't know if Green Goblin is ulted yet. There we go. Got stun. And let's knock back the other Green Goblin. I think their ult is coming up because I haven't seen them throw out the fireballs or whatever. Let's get an offense down. Oh, that resisted, okay. So Ghost is almost... She might bleed out because her hit points is really low. Ugh. We need Emma Frost to use a special or something here. Yeah, we're gonna clear those bleeds. Ooh. Heal. Okay, we're still good. And we're gonna get the ult, which is great, and we're gonna extend all these slows. I really like the animation on Ghost's ultimate here. It's pretty cool. And that damage, of course. I just like putting it down to 1 times during that. Not a lot of talking. I guess people are just like that into my Dark Dimension 3 battle here. This is like the longest time I've gone without anyone say something. Let's get a taunt up. We still have 5 characters, which is shocking. I can't believe we're still hanging in here. And we've kind of come back from the grave a couple times. Colossus has definitely come back from the grave a couple times here. I'm gonna blind this Green Goblin just in case. And let's knock back the turn bar as well here. Might as well get this Mysterio down. Ooh, another Dark Phoenix special. So the hilarious question is, do these Mysterio clones, do they revive him? Because you know how Mysterio got that rework where on his passive? I'm assuming not. I don't think they could revive him like Mysterio does now. But so I'm thinking of leaving them up. Oh, I guess that's not an option really, but let's stun. Mordo actually makes a really good clone in Dark Dimension here because of his control potential. We can save our cooldowns though. Work on this Venom. Save our cooldowns for the next wave. I can't believe we managed to get through a full second wave here in Global 4, because Global 4 is one of the hardest nodes in the game for Dark Dimension 3. Frankly, I can't believe we made through a whole entire wave without dying. Since we are in Dark Dimension 3 now, any changes to the big 6 starter characters for Dark Dimension 3? I think Ghost is definitely worth it to add in there. I think she's going to help a lot, but I think you want to have her alongside Phoenix, because I think that'll make a huge difference. Because not only are you getting the health drain from Phoenix, but you're also getting the health drain from Ghost, and those two together are going to be quite monstrous. So I would say something. It depends on what characters you have available to you, of course. You know, if you have Ebony-Maw or you don't have Ebony-Maw. So if you could stack up, let's say, maybe even Minerva, Phoenix, Ghost, and 2 others like Symbiote Spider-Man or Hela, something like that. You know, that would be really crazy, I think. But you would need some support too. So there's probably a handful. I wouldn't say there's just like a... There's quite a few characters you could start with. Here we have another wave of mixed... Oh, this is the Falcon Trap. So if you guys have seen or gone through this node, Falcon is what I call the Falcon Trap. Because once he gets to a special, it's going to really wreck everyone. His turn bar and stuff. So Falcon is a #1 priority here. So we can get another taunt off. Oh, we're actually gonna... Oh, there we go. There we go. And let's get a blind on Coulson, because his AoE really sucks. We got a stun on him. Okay. Now we're gonna take some turn bar here for the rest of us. Oof. And then we're gonna blind Falcon here, so his AoE doesn't hit us. Look at all this. This is just... Everything's coming together here.
Okay.
Look at all this damage.
Come on.
Is there anyone to... No, never mind. We're going to try and land a offense down. No, we didn't get that. I was going to say offense down on War Machine, but that didn't happen. We don't need to heal, but it does give offense up, and so for that reason, I'm going to do that. We're going to extend all these buffs with Colossus. That's great. Look at all those deflects and death proofs that he has now.
Okay.
Miasma farmable, not yet. None of the uniques, the superior uniques, are farmable, so do keep that in mind.
Okay.
Gonna do some heal blocks, I guess. Here, I can't believe we're still alive. I don't think I've ever gone this long before without dying. Miss. Miss. We're gonna get some slows out. Oh, that missed too, because he's blind. Oh, great. Okay, let's over here, I think. Oh, wait, no, over here. We need to make sure we hit Falcon. Okay, so now we need to get Falcon down. We also need to be careful of Rescue, because Rescue can clear all these debuffs. Rescue's ult will clear debuffs. So whenever she takes her next turn, I think I'm going to need to knock her turn bar back with Ghost. Oh, Falcon's dead. That's a shame. Yes, I can knock that turn bar back.
Okay, great.
Right. So we're kind of low on cooldowns, though, so I see this falling apart pretty quickly. Pretty soon here. We don't have a lot of abilities left. Oh, we have an ult. Offense up ult. Ooh. Ooh. More damage, but not enough, I don't think. Now we're stuck behind a shield security. Yeah, this is... and we're not quite at a ghost alt. We're 2 more turns away. I think we're gonna fall here, but this was incredible in a very large amount of damage. Like, this was probably about half the node, I would say, which is a lot for Global 4 being one of the hardest nodes in Dark Dimension 3. I might even rip this out and like post a video of it. I think this is probably the best progress I've ever made on this level, ever, with these characters. Yeah, okay, it's over now. But yeah, it is a very hard node. So we did exceptionally well, I think. It wasn't a one-shot, you know, but it was a lot of damage, I think, and I want to check that out. Oh, where's the damage here? Oh, down here. So yeah, so 28.8 million. That was still very good, I think. You know, it was about half of the damage of the node. Now, of course, other people have one-shot it, and I don't know, maybe their luck is just better than mine. Magneto apparently was commonly interesting to see what they've used for this node specifically, but kind of surprising a little bit, but a lot. It's funny because they're all using the same thing. They're using like a villains team here, a villains mutant team here. A lot of mystique, actually, surprisingly, using the same combos. Really, 3 people. Oh no, never mind. I was thinking maybe I would get the top 10, because apparently if I could have pushed a little bit further, I might have made the top 10 global damage leaderboard here. But no, guess not. Alright, so we're going to do one more PvP, and then I think we're going to call it a day here. And I just want to do one more. I need to get myself more practice here for this. Like I said, if anyone has any questions that they want to ask, feel free to post in the chat here. And of course, you know, if you're not in my Discord that I have as well, you know, I'm always easily reachable there. So if you want to get a hold of me, that's probably the best place to do so. Yeah, 3 characters, 35 million. I don't know how that happened. That sounds ridiculous. For 3 people? I don't know. Don't know how they did it. I'm actually going to go ahead and ban X23 and then see if they ban Zemo. Oh, my X23 is up here.
What's that?
Yeah, apparently I should be leveling Beast, because apparently I actually have been a little bit gearing Beast up a little bit. I think once Beast becomes farmable, that we'll having a different discussion on him. But you know, at a low star level, I don't think he's really all that worth it. Guess night. Oh, what the hell? That's hilarious. He's cheating. How did someone from my own alliance find me? That's hacks. I just realized that. I wasn't even looking who I was playing. That's hilarious. Did you just click it at the same time, maybe? As I did?
No.
That's hilarious. Wow, we know how this is going, so... You just need to, like, get the pick before someone else does, even though you know exactly who's gonna get banned, typically. Sinister and Symbiote Spider-Man. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna still go with Ghost Rider again, and I am going to go Scroll Girl.
Wait. Okay.
I really like Squirrel Girl for PvP. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Symbiote Spider-Man. Sinister, I don't really know who I'm... Carnage. I guess this could be a problem. I'm trying not to. I mean, I think he's in the chat here, so I can't give away my strategies. I can't say anything too much. But I'm gonna go with Red Skull.
Hey, okay, no.
And why not? I'm gonna go with Yo-Yo.
Okay. 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 Come.
And like I said, unless anyone has anything else that they want to ask me, I think after we do this match, I'll be ending the live stream. Got some feeding to do for Loki and some training to do, so have some other things I need to get to. So, but I do want to appreciate for everyone who did come by the stream today. Who am I gonna ban here? Not who they think. I'm actually gonna leave Sinister up. I think the idea of Loki as a name was a joint decision. So I think yeah, obviously it was from Marvel, but also Loki being from Norse mythology too. It wasn't just from Marvel, but I did like the name. It just Loki felt better than Thor. I don't know, like if you're outside, Thor, it just doesn't have the right ring. But Loki has a way better ring for a dog than Thor, or like like if I'm calling Thor's name outside, it would sound weird, I think. Thanks for watching the legendary videos, Core. Hope it helped and kind of getting you hyped. It's good to get you hyped for Black Bolt, especially who's going to be I think on Monday, and then Ebony Maw is going to be not too far behind, probably in a couple weeks. So, let's see. Oh, did my game lag? Because I'm pretty sure I just, like, loaded into this and I didn't see what happened. Offense down. Okay. Sometimes my game lags like that. Ugh. My other gripe is that you can't actually move your positions of your characters after you've chosen them. I think you should get like 5-10 seconds or like 10 seconds to be able to do that. And I'm starving. I need to get my own lunch here after this. I haven't eaten anything in a while. Cloning a Thanos. Oh, that's interesting with the Proxima Midnight thing. Maybe that was bad of me.
No.
Oh, we're stuck here a little bit. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna heal. Is this unavoidable? No, it can be dodged. I was gonna use this on Stupid Spider-Man, but... that healed the Carnage. That was a bit unfortunate. I kind of forgot about that. I kind of forgot about Carnage's passive. I wasn't really thinking about that when I chose Red Skull. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we in trouble? The slows. I can't cleanse it anymore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, no.
I did not buy the Elite 6 offer. I think we're in trouble here.
Okay.
Oh, full Ghost Rider heal.
Come here. Okay.
Oh. Oh, and the offense down on Simi Spider-Man. Ooh. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Leave my Squirrel Girl alone. Cleanse. Ooh. I don't know who to go for. Simi Spider-Man, I think. Okay, come on. Bop, 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 bop. I would never name a dog Heimdall. Too long. Needs to be a one-syllable name. Uh-oh. Squirrel Girl's down. Oh, that was a big bap to the face. Oh, there we go. I think this is over. Oh, that was close. I think I came back there. Whew. Good game, Alex. But no dice. How we managed to match up together, I'm actually quite surprised that there's that few people actually doing this. I'm assuming you were watching the stream and clicked it at the relatively the same time that I did, and somehow we matched together. Otherwise, I'm really shocked. Is there nobody else playing that they somehow that happened? Anyways, I need to do more of these practices in the future, especially if we're going to be seeing more of this stuff coming in the next patch with Mojoverse Arena or whatever they want to call it. And hopefully we'll see more details on that in the coming days, especially with next Friday's blog post. But I think we're going to be calling it a stream now. We're almost at 2 hours and a half, well, thereabouts, and I need to get some lunch. And so we're going to call it here. But like I said, if anyone wants to get a hold of me, you know, I do have my Discord in the description below in the videos, and all of my videos really, and I'm very easy to reach there. So if you have any questions on the game, if you have any questions just in general that you'd like to run past me or bounce some ideas off me, feel free to get at me there, and I'm very easy to get a hold of. So we're going to end it here, and so I'll do my obligatory thanks everyone for coming out this Saturday to watch me and hang out with the stream, and I'll catch y'all next time, or on my next video, whenever that happens to be. So until then, take care, and I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.